Good afternoon. We pretty much stayed in all morning, enjoyed this beautiful view, had a great Egyptian breakfast here at the Bin Bin. But now we're going to get back on the boat to take us back to the marina, and we're going to do some sightseeing. And I believe today we're going to see Phil Temple, the unfinished Obelisk, and there's one other thing we're going to see. I forgot. Oh, and I think the High Dam. So we're all ready to go, and it's just going to be a beautiful day today. Not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful weather. It's probably going to be hot in the sun, but beautiful in the shade. And I have to say, Aswan is just beautiful. This part of the Nile and Aswan is just beautiful with the rocks behind us. Let me turn around here. And I hope that you can see Phil Temple is somewhere over there. I can't really see in the viewfinder, but it's over there. And just this hotel with the rocks next to us here and over there, it's just breathtakingly beautiful here. And there's the spa, which I did enjoy last night. Look at the beautiful bougainvilleas. It's just so beautiful here.
Hey.
This is very steep to walk down for the boat. When we checked in yesterday, and we didn't know that there was a little tuk-tuk to take us up. When we come back, we're definitely taking that to bring us back up here because it's pretty steep, but it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it here. We have the boat ready for us. Shukran. Wow. Look at that.
High Dam is here.
I think our hotel is somewhere over there. Yeah. There's the stuff that generates the electricity for all of Cairo. A lot of tour buses here. So behind me is Lake Nasser, and it's the largest man-made lake in the whole world. 11 or 13 years to build, and of course the president of Egypt at the time, Abdel Nasser, he's the one who did this with a partnership from the Soviet Union. And on this side behind me is the Nile River, and that's where it flows from the lake to the Nile. And of course, with this largest lake, it has some advantages and disadvantages. Advantages, it's a body of water, it generates electricity for the whole country of Egypt. Disadvantage, it displaced a lot of Nubians. Some temples did flood, but they were able, with the help of UNESCO, to lift it up, like Phil Temple, of course Abu Simbel that we're going to see tomorrow. And of course it does control the flooding, because before it would flood and just bring the nutrients to lower part of Egypt. So it does have some advantages and disadvantages of this man-made high dam. This is one of the famous quarries here in Aswan, and this is where the ancient Egyptians would carve out the stones for the pyramids, temples, and tombs. They carved out the granite with dolerite, and that is harder than granite. And after it was carved out, they would get the dough-right ball again and smooth it out using circular motions. And they would do that day in and day out. It was said to be commissioned by the female pharaoh Hatshepsut, probably around 3,500 years ago, which we will see her temple in Luxor. So as they were carving out this obelisk, they found a crack. So when that happens, they just leave it. After all that work that they've done, they would just leave it. So that's why they called it the unfinished obelisk, because it has a crack and they just left it. It's unfinished. They can't use it if there's any imperfections in the stone. Yes. You're doing some work.
It's hard.
That's incredible how that stone doesn't get smaller.
Yeah.
Because that's heavier or stronger than the granite.
Did it work?
Oops.
Yeah.
I got granite on me.
Wow. That's how they carve the stone.
I was gonna say, can you imagine doing that in the summer?
Ugh. In the heat. Oh God, that is heavy. Look at that. Ugh, that's heavy. There you go, you're hired. Oh my gosh, look at that.
So the name Phila or Philae comes from the ancient Egyptian word Pila or Pilak, meaning the end or the border. Because in ancient times the temple was built on the border between Egypt and Nuba land. As the ancient Nuba extends from Aswan city till Halfa Valley, North Sudan. All this area in the ancient time was known as Nuba land.
The Philae Temple complex is one of Egypt's most fascinating ancient sites. The island is believed to be one of the sacred burial grounds of Osiris, the god of the afterlife and rebirth. The Temple of Philae is a tribute to the goddess Isis, the devoted wife of Osiris. Isis is also the nurturing mother of Horus. It dates back approximately 380 to 362 BC. Then during the 6th century AD, Christianity was here in Egypt and they used the complex for churches. And you could see Coptic crosses in many places all over the temple. Now when the high dam was constructed, again this is one of the disadvantages of the high dam, was that this temple was flooded. So as a result, UNESCO launched projects to move these temples to higher ground. It took UNESCO 8 years to dismantle, to number each piece, and meticulously reconstructed the temple 500 meters away. Doing this ensured that this temple will be enjoyed by many generations to come. There's just so much to see here and we wish we could have stayed longer. But they were closing and we had to leave. But we took one last boat ride around Philae Island and watched the sunset go down behind the mountains.
Wow.
We're at Abu Simbel, and I have to say, it's so magnificent. It's incredible how they moved it, and it was just right over there, 60 meters away, and they moved it piece by piece in 4 years. And you can see the 4 statues, they are all the same person of Ramses, and there's 2 small statues on either side, 2 women. I believe one is his mother and one was his wife, Nefertari. Don't confuse that with Nefertiti. It's 2 totally different women. And I believe those are his kids in between his legs. But it's just incredible how they moved it piece by piece and how the ancient Egyptians built it.
Incredible.
Incredible. We can't videotape inside, but we can videotape outside because inside is just not allowed. We can't take pictures, so I'll probably insert some pictures of it. But they say the colors is still intact. So these 4 statues are of the same person, Ramses, and this one is when he was younger, when he was older. And then those 2 small statues of women, that's his mother and his wife, and then the little ones between his legs were his kids. And you could see the second statue, his head, is right there. Even when they relocated it here, they kept it in the same spot. Looks like it's upside down. His ears is there. I could just stand here and look at it. Shevka's standing there for scale and look. It's incredible. You're very small, Shevkat.
Of course, yeah.
Now we're going to Nefertari Temple. So here's Nefertari's temple. So you have Ramses, Nefertari, Ramses. Ramses, Nefertari, Ramses. So she's here twice, and Ramses is 4 times because he loves himself. But he loved Nefertari. And you can see there's 6 children by their feet on both sides. This one's smaller, but it's still just as impressive as the big one. We're heading back to the airplane now. Wish we had more time. I think we were here for less than an hour, but it's just an incredible thing to see. So we're gonna end the video here at Abu Simbel. I think the next time we'll see you will be in Luxor. But it's just beautiful. I mean, look at the backdrop behind us. Just incredible. I love it here. I know. I know.
Beautiful. Oh. Beautiful.
Yes. Oh, I don't want to leave.